Now presenting, Ellie Does a Jewish Thing.
Yay!
It keeps on giving.
Ah, the kosher section. It must all be kosher for Passover, right?
Wheat pasta, North African origin. Sounds great. Not for Passover. Because it's
So what is the sign for the Passover sign?
It has the OU, which means Orthodox Union. It's kosher. It's parv, this particular product. So it's kosher for Passover and all year round. So stuff like this, olive oil.
Yeah.
It's got one ingredient, olives. And
Made into oil.
and olives are kosher and kosher for Passover. And you can see there's a little K, a little OU. But the ticket is just getting a new one for Passover so that it's never been opened before.
So,
What do we
I
got?
got everything we need for the Seder.
All right.
I got the wine/grape juice.
Wine/grape
I got
juice.
the matzah.
Yeah, the
I got the
matzah.
beet/bone thing. Greens,
Yeah,
parsley,
right?
and then an apple,
Which is gonna get turned into
harosis.
Sam, which represents.
Brick and mortar of the laying of the bricks and
That's
the
right.
building of the thing.
That's right.
Eggs,
Mm-hmm.
gefilte fish.
Because
That's what we eat.
it's just what Jews do.
Got the orange.
The orange is about LGBTQ and women's inclusion in Judaism.
Woo.
Yeah? Clears out those sinuses. This is maror. What does it represent?
Represents the
Yes.
bitterness
Of
of the slavery.
That's right. And then you mix it with the sweetness of the haroset on a piece of matzah. It's called the Hillel sandwich.
What does this all have to do with slavery and our exodus? Like, why are we really doing this?
Well, the simple answer is when we left Egypt, we didn't have a lot of time. So we took the bread that had just started to bake. It was matzah, and we just took it with us and ran. And so it's a reminder that sometimes to get out of a painful, oppressive situation, you just go. You just go. Leaven is the stuff that like puffs us up and takes up space. It doesn't really do anything. It's not really substantial. It's just taking up space. So one question we can ask ourselves is like, what in my life takes up space that isn't really serving me?
And I like that question. But the thing is, taking it down to the T of like phosphates and like what's in the air, in the cheese, like, is that really necessary?
Well, I'll ask you, do you think the stuff in the air has an effect on our body?
Yeah.
So this is like the one time of year when we heighten our consciousness so much to pay attention so much to even the particles of air around us, what we're breathing in and what we're taking in, the stuff that's gotten into all of the nooks and crannies of our fridge and our couch and your car, all the stuff that like gets its way in there and hides in there and surprises you by continuing to be part of your life. And so at Passover, we just say clean it out. It's about having a consciousness that's different from the rest of the year, and that is pretty different from any other people on earth for 1 week. So you remember that you were a slave in Egypt, but now you are a free person. What are you going to do with that freedom?
I'm gonna celebrate by eating all this good food. All of this is kosher for Passover. Baruch Hashem.